SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 3 in college football here at SBR Foreign Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Steve from collegefootballwinning.com, a professional handicapper who exclusively covers college football. He's got a great lifetime record. He's got a great record in videos with us. Last week he did a video with us and gave us a winner in that one. Steve, thanks for being back with us this week.
Thank you for having me back, Peter.
All right, so your record with us last week against the spread was 1-0. Tell us a little bit about your lifetime record and how you're doing this year in college football.
Okay, at collegefootballwinning.com, our lifetime record going into this season is 59.26% against the spread. Last week, it was a good week, we were 6-2 against the spread. That's 75% against the spread. All we do, as you mentioned, is college football. That's all we do 365 days a year is betting analysis for college football. That's it. I believe we're the only service that offers a 100% money-back guarantee on the season if you do not profit over the term of the entire season. So not just an individual game or an individual week, but the entire season. So we said our lifetime average is 59.26%. We tend to get better as the season matures because we use a lot of current season performance data. For SBR viewers, we are giving out a coupon code, and it is SBR20. That's SBR20. That would entitle anyone watching this video to get 20% off of any membership that we're currently offering.
Okay, thanks so much, Steve. And the game we're going to talk about right now, Bowling Green at Indiana. Now, Bowling Green was the team that you gave us last week. They played very impressively, especially in the second half, and did come away with a big win and cover as a road favorite. So that was obviously a very astute, sharp analysis by you. Thanks so much for that one. Here, they're a 2.5-point road underdog at Indiana, and Indiana coming off a loss to Navy. That's a little bit forgivable because of the option offense that they run. But I'm going to assume that you like Bowling Green again. I'm going to assume that you're going to say that they're a significantly undervalued team systematically right now, and that until the market makes a significant adjustment, they're going to be a good bet every week. I think you like Bowling Green plus 2.5.
You and I have been doing this as our third season together, Peter. You know me pretty well.
Yeah.
I do like Bowling Green once again. And I would say early in the season, in this spot, we were going to like Bowling Green. We knew that heading into this season. Mm-hmm. So once again here, similar to what we said last week, Bowling Green coming into the season, they had the most returning defensive starters of all the top 10 scoring defenses from 2012. So that's a great starting point, especially early in the season. Last week against Kent State, Bowling Green held them to a total of 65 yards of total offense in the second half, and that was at Kent State. And that is not an anomaly. That's what Bowling Green does. They are particularly good at making second half adjustments on defense. Mm-hmm. Now, Indiana wants to pass the ball first, but the problem with facing Bowling Green and trying to pass first, Bowling Green has an all-upperclassmen secondary, and all four of those guys are returning starters. Bowling Green's defensive coordinator, a guy named Mike Elko, he was plucked 5 years ago from the FCS. He was at Hofstra. He was there for 3 years. He took their passing defense in 3 years from 64th in the FCS to 4th in the FCS just 3 years later. 4 years leading up to last year, he took Bowling Green's defense to being ranked 13th in the FBS and pass defense last year. Last year, so 2012, they were the #1 defense in the FBS in preventing pass plays of 20 yards or more. And in fact, if you think that was an anomaly, you just go back the year before in his third year at Bowling Green, and they were ranked 7th in the FBS, 7th in the country, 2011, for preventing pass plays 20 yards or more. Then head coach Dave Clawson from Bowling Green. This guy, he's phenomenal. 60.71% against the spread in away games. And this is his 5th season. They meaning Bowling Green, they're 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 games. So this year and dating back to 2012. The next game for Indiana, they have to play an SEC team in Missouri, while Bowling Green, they can leave everything on the field against Indiana pretty much because they are facing FCS Murray State in their next game. The only note of caution here is that one of the reasons we like Bowling Green so much is because of our power ratings. But we like to tell everybody that, because it's true, our power ratings take about 5 or 6 weeks to really hammer themselves out. And right now we're just seeing a slight edge in this game. So according to our power ratings, only a slight edge, but that's numerical, so that's quantitative. Qualitatively, we like Bowling Green in this spot.
I love it, Steve. Great analysis, and I think maybe when your power ratings do get more reliable in 5 or 6 weeks, we can look back and see that this line should have been Bowling Green by maybe a favorite of 3, maybe even 7. What do you think?
That's possible. I'd like to look back on that. And it's something we do is we do study every year just how our power ratings go from week to week. Another thing I wanted to note here, Peter, before we leave each other, is you can still, at the time of this taping, you can still get Bowling Green at places like Bovada at +3, which, as you know, is a key number in football. If you can't do that, my recommendation is if you can't get that +3 with Bowling Green, I think you can go ahead and take them on the money line in this game.
Okay, sounds great. For the purposes of your record in these videos, though, we're giving you Bowling Green +2.5. Thanks so much, Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. Talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Peter. Talk to you next week.